Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vijayendra Singh Tamar, Associate Professor in English. Presently, I have been posted at Government College, Guda. In the series of video lecture which I am delivering for BA Part 3rd, English Literature, paper first, today we will take up a new poem entitled Earthen Pots, composed by O.N.V. Kurup, very famous poet and respectable name in the field of Indian literature, Mr. Kurup. Let us know something about Kurup. His full name is Ota Pallavil Nilakkandan Velu Kurup. He was born in 1931. He is a famous poet from Kerala. He is a Malayalam poet, you can say. He is acknowledged as one of the greatest living poets in India. He is still alive. He is also a lyricist in Malayalam cinema. He has written many songs in many Malayalam movies. He has been honored and awarded many respectable, honorable awards, and he has been given Padam Shri award from the Government of India in 1998. He speaks in his poems on the behalf of those who are exploited, and he makes an attempt to break the chains of tyranny and oppression in his writings. His first published poem was Munutu, means forward in English. Munutu is a Malayalam word, which appeared or published in a local weekly in 1946. He is regarded as a prolific writer. He has written a lot, and most of his works have been translated into English. Some of them are The Thirsty Chalice, Ujjaini, Swayamvara, Parallel Lines in Poetry. These are some of his works which have been translated in English from Malayalam. Now about the poem which is in front of us. The poem entitled Earthen Pots is one of the most famous poems of O.N.V. Kurup. As you know, he is a Malayalam poet, so it was originally composed in Malayalam and it was translated from Malayalam into English by K. Sridharan Nair. In this poem, the poet has employed the symbol of earthen pots to talk about individuals who are seen as merely a mass and do not have any significant value in themselves. By implication, the poet suggests the concept of man as essentially a thing of earth. As we know, in our religious scriptures, it is written that man is made of soil and after his death, he will mix into soil. Man has no other value than this. This is the stark reality. And the same kind of concept has been stated in the Bible that says, "Thou, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return." Means you are made up of soil and you will mix up into soil after your death. This is a very, you can say, great poem, one of the famous poems of Kurup. It gives a message which has a universal validity, and the poet, in order to pass his message, uses symbols, and here the earthen pots are the symbols of human life, human beings. The situation is that there is a courtyard. In the courtyard belongs to a potter, and potter has displayed many pots. They are made of earth. they are talking to each other. The poet describes in his imagination or thinks about the conversation what may be going on between two earthen pots, and that is presented in the form of poem which is before us. The one earthen pot says, how long have we remained here thus? Means how long the pots will live in this courtyard. Two empty earthen pots gazing at each other, close by in the potter's yard. Very simple language. That there is a potter's courtyard, and in which there are many pots. Out of many pots, there are two earthen pots which are empty, and they are looking at each other. They are placed very near each other. They are talking to each other. And the first question comes in their mind is how long they will remain in that position. So close that softly brushing against each other, we are placed very near each other, that we are touching lightly each other, and not quite sure whether touching or not. That they cannot say with certainty that they have touched each other or not. Gazing at each other in inexhaustible jest, inexhaustible, that will always continue, which will never come to an end. Just enthusiasm, excitement, enjoyment. We too earthen pots, that they are full of enthusiasms which will never come to an end, and they are looking at each other. This poem is also termed as an allegory, as there are two meanings. At the surface level, we are talking the story of two earthen pots, but if we go deeper into the finding, or we try to find out the hidden meaning, it is the story of human beings. We will learn about it now. Those who from golden goblets drink red wine. Golden goblets means we can say goblets, glass or drinking vessel from which very rich people drink wine or something like that. Means here is a comparison that these earthen pots are made of earth, so they are very cheap. Whereas there are other pots which are made of gold and other costly materials. What's the difference between them? The people who use vessel made of costly material, they may dismiss without regard and extreme hate these earthen pots. They say they are nothing, they are valueless, and they give importance to goblet or you can say vessel made of important or very costly material, maybe gold or silver, etc. For we are made for the poor simple folk. These earthen pots, they are not used by rich people, because rich people use costly pot. These earthen pots are used by simple and ordinary poor people. We are cheap and may easily break. Earthen pots are very cheap as compared to golden goblets, and they can be very fragile, they can break at any times. True, it is a fact, it is admitted by them. Yet we are good enough to store the blessed gift of earth's water clear and pure. But they have many characteristics which are not found in those vessel or pot which are made of costly material, such as gold or silver. What is the special quality or characteristics of these earthen pots? They keep the water in them pure and clear. That is, the water which is found in earthen pot remain pure and clear without our hold unpolluted, and also it remains pollution free. They find good quality of water in them, whereas we do not find these characteristics in vessel made of costly material. Though we are mere earthen pots, even our makers do not know. This, as I have told you, that this is an allegory. There is a surface meaning and there is a hidden meaning. We will talk about hidden meaning later on. First, let us talk about surface meaning. Though we are mere earthen pots, they are just only earthen pots. Even the potter who created them does not know where tomorrow we shall be. Hundreds like us who are crowded here. That there are hundreds of pots are placed in that courtyard, and what will happen to that pot is not known even to the potter, because all of them are waiting for some unknown buyer to lift us up one by one and hold us to the ear, and with a finger stroke quality test us by the sound. Means suddenly or a buyer will come, he will pick up that pot from the crowd and will test it by hitting it with a finger, listening to the sound produced by it, whether it is pure or of good quality or bad quality, and then it will be taken away. No one knows, no pot knows in the crowd which will be selected by the buyer. The same is the case with the human bodies. Who is going to selected by God, who will die, nobody knows. If satisfied, he buys one and walks away. If the person or the unknown buyer finds that the pot has passed the test, his test, he will be satisfied and he will buy it and will go away. Followed by our sighs that bind us in one thought of sorrow. And the other poets will express their sorrow because they have been bound together. Just as a person dies and other persons express their sorrow. An intense sense of loss of one who was one among us, and one of us takes hold of us. Ah, when does our turn come to depart? And when it comes, who would be the first to leave? Because with the same question, same kind of feelings have take place when this happens with human beings. Human beings are also live in crowd. Suddenly one of them is taken away, the others express their sorrow. And though they are in crowd, but nobody can say with 100% certainty that he will die tomorrow or he will be taken up by God this day or that day. It is uncertain. And they are always in a position not to tell. The idea is the whole poem is an allegory. At the surface level, we find that it is a story of two earthen pots, but at deeper level, find that it is the story of we human beings about our lifespan on this earth. Thank you very much.